We're going to be doing a get ready with me today pretty quickly because I do have to be downtown within like an hour. So we're going to get ready and then I'm going to eat lunch and then I'm going to go. So first things first, I got to get my hair up. Now is it going to stay up? I have no idea. Definitely going a lot more casual today, and that's okay because I don't have anywhere fancy to be. Just normal. But like always, I'm priming. And if anyone here has recommendations for like a good moisturizer, I would love it. Hello! How are you guys? Good morning, afternoon. It's kind of both right now. That's awesome. I am doing amazing right now. And to everybody who watched my most recent video, thank you. Oh my God. No, that person's not here. And if he does come back, I will time out him, I promise. But no, he's not here. But thank you to everybody who watched my recent video. I just hit over 100 views in less than 24 hours, which is the first time I've ever done that. So obviously you guys like that one. I will be doing more. I would love suggestions of what type of makeup looks you guys want to see because that's insane. That is totally insane, and thank you so much for that. And I'm just putting concealer. I'm not doing the super light concealer today. And I already did do my eyebrows because I decided to tweeze them finally, and I tweezed a little bit too much. They're a little bit too short, so I already did them because I was like, oh, they're like kind of to here, and I didn't like that. All right, so we've got just a tiny bit of concealer on the eye. We're not doing anything too crazy today. I say as I'm about to do cheetah spots on my eyes. All right. So we're gonna probably go in with pink and white. Yes. I am doing, I guess, a cheetah print makeup look, but I kind of just do weird makeup every day, so it is kind of my everyday makeup look. I don't really do natural makeup that often because I kind of feel like if I'm gonna be doing a natural look, why wear makeup at all, you know? Like, we gotta have fun with it. All right, let's get a fluffy brush going. All right, there we go. I'm gonna go on with like this color. Weird is cool, you know? I view weird as a good thing. Sometimes I forget some people don't think of it that way. I love things that are unusual. So that's kind of like just a little bit of pink. It's not super vibrant, but it'll get there. We're gonna go in with a little bit more pink. And now that I have all this space here that I've tweezed more of my eyebrows, I have more space to play. Yeah, the only reason I'm doing cheetah print is because I'm wearing this like Las Vegas tank top. And I was like, I feel like that would pull it together. And we're bringing the white up into the brow bone. Kind of going for like a Scene or Jersey Shore inspired look. You live by Vegas. I have never been. I want to. Have you ever been to the Meow Wolf exhibit there? Let's see, where is my little palette? You definitely should. I have not been there yet. My sister went there at some point. And I was like, I wish I was you right now. Yeah, the Omega Mart. I've been looking at that for like years, and I'm not a big drinker or gambler like at all of either of them. So I honestly was like, do I really want to go to Vegas for like one or two things? Like, I still feel like it would be definitely worth it, but then again, I have no idea. I should have done the bright concealer. I don't know why I tricked myself into thinking that I was going to do a natural makeup look today. It never ends that way. That's what we've got going so far. The candy store. Is that like an actual candy store, or is it just like a store that's like named the candy store? There we go. This isn't being as vibrant as I thought it was going to be today. Let me see if there's anything I can do about that. I think I'm going to lay down. Oh, that, okay. I may not go to that store simply because I cannot have sugar, like at all. Yeah, but that does sound great for people who can. I'm actually have a sucrose allergy. I know that sounds super weird. And I just got this yesterday. I really wanted a cool toned blush, and I really like it so far. Now I have pink all over my hands. So this is as pink as they're gonna get today because I did not do that bright base underneath, unfortunately, which I really should have. Because I feel like any more and it's just gonna be like flaky and powdery. Well, thank you. So that's what we're working with. And I think we're going to add dark right here. Gonna darken it up with some, like a maroon color. I am gearing up to eventually do like a scene look or an emo look, which I have not done before. I definitely need to do some research into the look first. But I did have a vote. How long have I been doing makeup for? Honestly, I grew up in the makeup industry. It's a big thing in my family, so I guess probably like 18 years now. I started doing it like when I actually could first start doing it. Obviously not like this, but yeah, I grew up in the beauty industry. I used to go to like all those like hair and makeup expos, which they usually don't let you into until you're 18, but we did get snuck in, which was cool until they like strictened the rules and then we weren't allowed in anymore. And now you can't even go in unless you have a license. So I can't go into those places anymore. And I'm not gonna go and get a cosmetology license just so I can go to a show. All right, we're blending it out. And we're gonna blend the other side. You always wanna blend inward. And there is a lot of fallout, which is why I do my eyeshadow first. So I'm actually going to bring this white shadow in. Actually, I think I might do a cut crease today. I think I'm feeling up for it. I need to get the lightest concealer I have. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a cut crease today. I don't do those very often. But I really should. I think I need to make it darker around the cut crease though. So I'm definitely gonna go in and darken up. There we go. Because you want it to be noticeable. You don't want it to be like super subtle if you're gonna go through the effort of doing that. There we go. And I'm just patting the concealer in. You can see the difference, and I'm actually going to go over part of it with the pink again. But yeah, everyone did a vote yesterday, and next week's makeup look is going to be Frutiger Arrow. I had like 3 different ones, and of course you guys chose the most difficult one to execute filming wise. All of them are around the same actual makeup wise, but I have a lot of really cool ideas. Thank you. I hope more people are watching because I would love to be able to actually do this as a career. I think it would be super fun. I'm still a very, very long way from hitting my watch hours, so hopefully I get monetized soon. But if not, I'm still gonna keep doing it. I've probably been doing this for almost 10 years now. But in the past year, everything has ramped up so much, which kind of gives me the hope that maybe I might actually be able to do this. It might actually happen, which is really, really cool. I didn't even think I would get this far at this point. All right. There we go. So we've got our cut creases in. And I'm actually going to take the rest of this and do the brows. I should do a natural makeup look at some point. At some point on this channel, I will do a natural makeup look. I'll grit my teeth and do that. It's definitely not something I would look to do, but all right, let's fluff it back out. A lot of makeup is just layering. And then on that cut crease, we can put the sparkly white. I've been trying to use this palette more so then I can use it up because I don't like using it on camera. But then once I use it, I can get a different palette. There we go. So we have that. Now we're going to do the cheetah spots. So I think I'm going to do them in pink first and then outline them in black. But to do them in pink, I'm gonna wet the brush a little bit, because I want this to like kind of stick. I feel like I should probably do a full look on this, like a full video, which I might at some point. But we're just kind of drawing, just looking down at my shirt for like reference. We're drawing the cheetah dots. And you can see them right there. Yeah, we're gonna eventually turn this into a full video. This is like definitely the practice run. And sometimes if you see me doing stuff on here, sometimes my daily makeup is practice for future makeup looks. There we go. And a little one down here. So that's the spots before I add the black to them. And I am keeping the shadow wet. So we're gonna go into the other side. I was planning on doing a different video besides Frutiger Arrow for next week. I actually had 2 different ones planned, but both of those didn't end up working out for different reasons, but they still will be on the channel. Within the next month, they will be on the channel. There we go. I feel like I do my makeup like I live in some big city, but I really don't. Not even close. Since we got so far, and then now we're going to need to go in, and I might actually do that with a eyeliner, because that'll be more precise. All right, let's get some eyeliner going. And we're just outlining the spots. There we go. I'm actually liking this so far. I feel like I should leave some of them just pink. Yeah, I'm gonna leave some of them pink and we're gonna just do some of them black. I think when I actually do the video for this, after I practice it a few times, we're gonna do all of them with everything. But considering I actually do have a time limit today, Because you guys may not believe this, but those makeup tutorials are usually like 10-hour filming days. So my everyday looks, I try to keep it a little bit more simple than that. All right, so that's what we have so far. Again, before I put on eyeliner, I'm actually going to put on concealer underneath my eyes, just to get rid of that fallout because there's so much of it. There we go. And I did wet this beforehand, which I find getting it wet beforehand actually really does help. There we go. All right, so we have our concealer on, and now we can do the rest of the face. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this and a little bit of the other color. It's very rare that I just use one color on my face. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Yeah, when you wet the blender beforehand, it's so much smoother. There we go. Yeah, it spreads the product out much more evenly as well. That's the thing, with a brush, you get a much heavier coverage, but when you use like a blender or a sponge like this, it is much more even coverage, even if the coverage is a bit lighter. All right. I do have an Instagram, and it is the exact same as my YouTube. It's just my full name. I like to keep things very simple. But yeah, my Instagram is just my full name. And I post on there about as often as I post on here. Sometimes it's different stuff. Mostly it's similar stuff, but I also am posting on my story a lot. Thank you so much. We are blending. All right. That's what we have. Let's see. I actually lost that eyebrow wax that I was using to contour. So now I have to go back to the same way I used to contour, which I'm not super happy about. Because it's warm. This is like warm toned, and I'm like, I know it says liquid contour and bronzer, but I really like the almost gray looking ones, so it's a little bit sad that I lost it. All right. Yeah, I'm not a super big fan of bronzer. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have 3 cats. They, one was a rescue and 2 of them just kind of showed up at our door. So I have a rule that if a cat just shows up at my door, I can't like just let it fend for it. Like it has to come in. Like, I mean, come on. You can't just leave a cute little animal out there like that. All right, so we have the contour, we have the eyes for the most part. Now we do the blush. I got this blush yesterday because I wanted a cool tone blush. And I'm really I love it so far. I think it's beautiful. Let me find a brush for it. There we go. I wish they made a cream version of this. I was looking for a purple blush. Something like more cool toned, a little bit more in the purple family. Yeah, I feel like that really meshes with my skin well, which I really like. So we have that. I am going to put a dot of concealer right here, which I know it's like, it kind of is making my face way more angular, but I like that look. I know a lot of people don't like that look, but I do. Aw, Cotton. That is such a cute name for a cat. And thank you so much. Yeah, now I have like 20 minutes to get there, but that is okay. We will get there when we get there. Wait, I still have to do my nose, which I don't also have. I'm gonna have to use the contour that I have because all my palettes are all over the place. That's lovely. I think because I switch rooms so often, so we just have to pretend like this one isn't gonna make our nose look bad. I really like using powder contour on the nose. I feel like liquid is really harsh for no reason. Let's see. I'm gonna get the brush. And I probably will wash my brushes tonight. Am I going to brunch? No, I'm not going to brunch. I think I would wear a completely different outfit for brunch. Brunch kind of feels like, and everyone keeps telling me I'm wrong about this, but I don't feel like I'm wrong. Everyone keeps saying brunch is a casual event. I feel like brunch is the time to dress fancy. But maybe I am wrong. I have no idea. All right, we're going in with eyeliner. And I'm starting thin and going thick. I think by the weekend or maybe next week, I'm going to be live streaming Dress to Impress. And then you guys can watch me lose every time. I don't even know why I lose every time. I feel like, because it's not because they don't like me, because they don't even know who I am. I just think it is, I have no idea. I don't feel like I'm bad at fashion. I think maybe it's just luck of the draw. There we go. And yeah, no, I remember I got invited to brunch and I wore like a dress and like a full face and everything. And everyone was dressed really casual. And it happens every single time I get invited to brunch. I'm like, oh, are we not doing like the whole fancy thing? Because they serve fancy stuff. Yeah, definitely. I will let everyone know before I go live. So then if you guys want, you can also play Dress to Impress. And then, yeah. I literally just started playing it last week. I finally caved and I was like, I've never played Roblox. I want to play it. And that's one of the few things on there that doesn't seem to cost money. I feel like pretty much everything on Roblox costs money. And I even saw some people that were like, oh, can you gift me VIP? And I'm like, oh my God, these people are asking for VIP. Like, who's going to give it to them? And then 2 minutes later, someone gave them VIP. Yeah, I'm going to leave my like Roblox thing because I'm pretty sure it's all the same game on there. So whoever wants to join when I'm playing, that would be super fun. All right, so we have the lips. I was going to do like something more neutral, but I do have this hot pink lip. Let's see. Yeah, one of my videos involves a very special lipstick. And I cannot get it here in time for next week's video, so it's gonna have to wait. It's like an archival reproduction of a very, very old lipstick. Because you're not supposed to put vintage makeup actually on your face. Let's see. All right. We have the lips on, but I am going to top it off with a gloss because why not? And unfortunately, this gloss is, well, not only just breaking out. So if you wear like really old makeup, these standards for how they made makeup and what chemicals they put in it were different. So some makeups can even have things like lead, arsenic, like things that's really old makeup, but some things that have now been deemed unsafe, and you wonder like what's in our makeup now that's unsafe that we don't know about yet. But some things deemed unsafe have been found, so it's not really good to do that. All right, we're gonna prime our lashes like we primed our face. And I can feel that this primer, even though I got it like 2 months ago, is starting to run out. I got it on clearance, and this is right before I started the Target boycott, which I'm still doing. I've boycotted all of the big three: Target, Amazon, Walmart. I don't know how long I'm gonna do it for, but I'm going on 6 months now. So yeah, I guess I bought this at the beginning of the year, or like in December or something. But I got this for like $6. It's normally like $48, so I don't know if I'm gonna be buying it again. Especially because I know if I go to like a smaller makeup store, it's probably gonna be a lot more. Or if I buy it directly. There we go. But I also feel conflicted about the Frutiger Arrow one because I have like 8 different looks in mind and I can't do all 8. I have to pick one. But I'm also thinking about doing beforehand, doing a Frutiger Arrow nails, like doing a live stream before I even start filming. Because I've got the color palette down. And I don't think I can get my favorite nail polishes mailed in because I don't even have any of the colors, but I'm gonna see what I can find. And then nail polish is one of the few things I am very, very scared to buy secondhand, and I usually don't unless it's like sealed in its wrapper. I would say I don't buy nail polish secondhand that's been opened, makeup that's been opened. There's very few things I won't thrift, but anything that could, like, you know, have human bacterias in it, probably not. Not if it can't be cleaned, I don't want to buy it. Because pretty much everything I wear is thrifted, and everything goes through like a rigorous wash process. All right, let's try this hairstyle I was wearing a few days ago because I kind of liked it. It's like a side pony, but it also is like half up, half down because I can't put my hair all the way up yet. I can't keep long nails. I would consider it, but let's see. Do I want it as an actual ponytail? No. We're gonna do something else. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do my hair today. I kind of want to put it in doubles, but I really do like this side idea. I just have to figure out how to make it look how I want it. There we go. And I'm probably just gonna put it in a bun. I liked how that looked last time. And it probably looks a little bit weird to people who haven't seen it before, but I like it. I would, but I don't know where my other hair ties went right now. I thought about doing space buns, and it's pretty hard with how short my hair is. I think it'll be easier once my hair reaches like at least here. Because right now it's right here. And eventually I want it to be like, probably here. I want it to be long again. But I probably will put like a ribbon in it or something at some point today. But yeah, this is the look, and now I can go downtown. All right, I'll see you guys later.